Just laughing through logic.
Laughing through logic, laughing through logic. Laughing through logic. It is motherfucking brick. But welcome back to the Laughing Through Logic podcast, guys. I'm here with my favorable co-host,
Corey.
Yeah. He's a man. He's a man. Yeah, guys, we're here for our 5th episode. Thank you for so much love. We're growing every day, and we appreciate everything. Anything with you, Corey?
No, man, just appreciate everything. But how's your week been?
My week, man, it's been great.
Busy.
I'm always busy, man.
Yeah.
2 jobs, editing, podcasting now, so I like to keep a full table. But I'm moving. Moving to another place, and I wasn't really happy where I was at in Raleigh, but at least I'm still gonna be in Raleigh.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna be excited for that, man. I'm thinking about doing some streaming and stuff like that on the side. It's like gonna be down in the future.
Yep.
But I'm gonna show little parts of it probably on my story.
There you
or
go.
on the business story. But I think that's gonna be great. Other than that, I got I'm fasting. For people who are Muslim, March 1st was the first day of Ramadan. And I'm not Muslim, but I'm trying to give myself a challenge this year. And
I don't know how you're doing that.
yeah, Corey's been talking to me all week, and he's been saying, he's like, I don't know why the fuck you're doing that.
Nah, that's just crazy. I fast.
Yeah.
I don't eat, or I only eat from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Because,
Yeah.
like, for one, I'm pretty sure it's not good to eat right before you go to bed.
Yeah.
So I like to try to give myself some time. It helps me with snacking late at night, stuff like that. But what you're doing is just crazy to me.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a challenge, but my good friend Mo Belly from DC, he told me mind over matter, and that's absolutely a fact. And that's something that, like, shout out to him, by the way, but that's like something that I go by every day. It's just mind over matter. I mean, some days, yeah, I could go for a Big Mac with extra mac sauce and onions and extra double cheese and everything else, but it sucks. But
Yeah, I know. The other day we were on a group call and we were all talking about different food places and stuff. You're like, guys, you gotta stop.
yeah, bro, I was getting ready to like flee the call, man. I just couldn't.
I did a little bit of it on purpose, but I just want to see how tough you were.
I'm tough, man.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Yeah, I'm debating stuff, debating
Yeah.
life, but doing pretty good, I would say.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna try to go all the way to the end of the month. And what I think about, I started the first day wrong. I did it backwards. I was fasting during the day because I was like, we fast during the day and then you eat at night. And then I called my boy Mo, and he was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "I thought we fast during the day." And he was like, "No." I was like, "Oh, well."
Yeah.
I was like, "I'll start on March 2nd."
Yeah. I remember last week when we went to go record, you were like, you opened up the door to go look to see if it was dark outside. I'm like, what are you doing? You're like, I can't eat.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you looking outside? It makes no sense to me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was looking outside. I was trying to make sure it was dark, but then I figured out.
What, can you look outside and look up and say, oh, you know what? It's about 6:30 in the afternoon. I was like, what are you
No,
doing?
I honestly, I didn't know when sunset was.
Yeah.
And then I figured it out. You could do it through the weather app, which was pretty useful. So it's kind of hard to tell when the sun goes down, but at least we have something that we could go by off.
Yeah, I mean, because it depends on if it's cloudy or sunny out that day. And
Yeah.
how big the moon is.
Exactly. So I was kind of just waiting. I wanted to make sure, and I wanted to make sure it was like pitch fucking black
Yeah,
before I can eat, because I want to make sure I'm doing this right if I'm going to do it.
for sure. No, I mean, good for you, man. I don't think I could do that, so it's good for you.
No, we can do it together.
No, I'm all set. I'll continue doing what I'm doing. I'll leave it at that.
All right, fair enough, man.
Yeah.
We'll do something someday.
Yeah, maybe someday.
Yeah. So how about your week? How was your week doing, man?
Bro, let me tell you.
Tell people the engaging story.
So it started last week when, after we recorded this podcast, we want to give better quality to you guys. So we decided to get some monitors and hang them up on the wall so that way we can see ourselves. We don't want blurry cameras. Monitors I bought didn't work.
Yeah.
So I went and grabbed my personal ones and we put them up. And as you could probably tell, the last couple weeks have been better.
Yeah.
Well, I was carrying them back to my apartment, and I dropped one, and I cracked the screen.
Smart guy.
Yeah, $250 monitor.
Smart guy.
Oh, man. But that's not even the crazy thing. Let me tell you about the day I had.
All right, let me hear about it.
Bro, I go to work. I start my day, I rip my pants. That's cool. Just everything hanging out. It's just nice breeze. It was great.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, that's a great start to my day.
Yeah.
Then I go, if most people, if you know me, coming from Maine, we didn't have much food there, like to experiment with different things. So down here, when I tried Biscuitville for the first time, I'm like, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit addicted to it.
I think you're overrating it still, but
Definitely, but I'm addicted. So I went to Biscuitville, and I'm in the drive-thru, and there's a car in front of me, okay? The girl at the window, the first window where you pay, sticks her head out the window and just looks at me.
yeah.
And just stares.
What,
And then
like,
she, like, waves at me.
like this?
Yeah, she's just kind of like, sticks her head out the window and just waves at me, and I just go, hi.
Yeah.
And she's like, you good?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, are you good? I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, yeah.
And then she looks and sees there's a car in front of me and just goes back in the window. I'm like, I'm not just sitting here for no reason. What do you think is going on?
Maybe she likes you.
I hope not. She's not the one there that I like. I mean, there's one there, but
She's not the one.
not the one.
Okay.
I go up, I pay, just completely ignore the fact that was awkward. Then I pull up a little bit more, and I'm sitting there, I'm talking to Kay on the phone, and I look in my mirror, and I'm trying to explain something to him, but I've got a little bit of ADD, I'm pretty sure, and I get distracted easily, and it just throws me off. I look up in my mirror, my rearview mirror, while I was talking to Kay, and she's out the window again,
Yeah.
telling someone to back up. I'm like, you take people's money, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah,
You don't
yeah.
direct traffic.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what are you doing? Like, it was just crazy to me.
She was trying to go for a raise.
Maybe. I don't know. I see her there all the time. That's the first time I ever saw anything like that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave after. I'm like, that was weird. Whatever. I go to pull out, and it's a 2-lane road, but there's like a little median thing in the middle. So I'm waiting because there's a car coming down from my right. The car just slows down and stops
Yeah.
in the road. I'm like, they must be trying to turn, but there's nobody coming, so I don't know why they're sitting there. And they just look at me. And I look at them like, okay. And then they throw their hands up and get mad at me. I'm like, bro, I got a stop sign.
Yeah.
You have the right of way. What are
Yeah.
you doing?
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on?
Very strange.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know what this is going on. So I go to where I need to go for work, my next ticket. I get there. I park. I go to eat my Biscuitville. And a car just comes down the road, pulls right in front of me on the side of the road, so we're facing each other, and just stops. And sits there the whole time I'm eating. Doesn't get out. Just sits there.
Yo, you're the guy, man. Who knew you were so attractive?
Nah, man.
You get both genders? Both people want to stop. They want to see you.
I don't
check
know,
you
because
out?
the windows were so tinted, I don't even know who was in that car. I'm like, this is weird.
So let me get this straight. You said you pulled up to a what?
Job site.
You pulled up to a job site, and another car comes, tinted as fuck, I'm assuming. Pulls up, meets you right in the middle, and just stops.
Yeah, on my side of the road, so we're facing each other.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, this is weird, but I'm going to eat my breakfast. So I ate, got out located. Then I left, and I go back by, they're gone.
I don't think you feel that uncomfortable.
Well,
I think if you would have felt that uncomfortable, you would have, drove off. I would have somebody watch me eat.
I'm a big boy, all right? Food comes first.
Food comes first.
Food comes first, okay?
Before safety.
Yeah. Who cares? As long as I die with a full stomach, I'm good.
Yeah.
But it doesn't even stop there, dude.
All to its own. All right, keep going, though.
I go to my next ticket.
Yeah.
My next job site. It's a newer house.
Yeah.
I get out of my truck, and I go grab my stuff, turn around, look. They got a swastika carved onto the door of this house.
Yeah. I think you showed me the picture.
I was talking to Kay, I'm like, bro. And he's like, what? I'm like, bro. Like, what is going on today? It is like, and it's not just like a house in the middle of nowhere. it's like a condo type thing where it's like one big building with 5 houses on it
Yeah.
in a huge neighborhood.
Yeah.
I'm like,
They're trying to give you a sign.
bro, I don't know if some kids did it to them, but they got a Ring camera up. So it's like, I don't think some kid just went up there and did that.
Yeah.
But like, I gotta think that there's like an HOA or whatever there.
Yeah.
And they would not allow that kind of stuff, I would think.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
Maybe they turned.
yeah. So then I go to Sheets because I'm done with my day. I'm just waiting for my hours to run up. I got all my tickets I needed done. And then I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I see some girl walk by. She's wearing a backpack.
Oh, yeah.
And oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cool,
She goes to
man.
this small patch of grass on the side of this road
Yeah.
and then pulls out a boomerang and just starts throwing it. And by throwing it, I mean it goes about 2 feet and falls.
No, not a real boomerang.
A real boomerang.
Like
Dude,
the
it
ones
was
you
like
see in the cartoons.
it was like this big.
And she just takes it out of her backpack and she starts whipping it around.
Yeah. And it doesn't even go anywhere. It just falls. And she does that for about 5 minutes and then walks away. I'm like, what is going on today?
It was like alternate frisbee.
Yeah, I don't know what she was doing.
Frisbee urban edition.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
So then I'm just sitting there at Sheet still, and my boy Kev at work shows up, and we're sitting there talking. We got our trucks parked next to each other. This girl comes out of the store, goes right, speed walks in between our trucks while we're talking, and then goes back to the left towards the store. Mm-hmm. Like, literally, there was no reason for her to come down there and go in between our trucks. But for whatever reason, while we're in the middle of talking, she just comes down, goes in between our trucks, and then just goes back the way she came from. Mm. And Kevin and I look at each other, we're like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, you got everybody on lock right now.
Dude, I don't...
You sometimes pause. I'm pretty sure somebody looks at you and they're like, yeah, I want some of that marshmallow, man. That's what I think. I think that's what she was doing. And she was scoping her out. She saw her.
I think she was like, there's no way this dude's that big.
So she had to spin the block to check?
Maybe.
Nah, man. Come on, think about it. It's common sense. If a girl comes, she circles the block, just like how she did, how you told me. You think she's going to make sure she's fast? She said, no. She said, I like that.
I'm all set. I'm all set. She fit a category of like maybe she has a little bit of an addiction problem.
An addiction problem?
She looked like it. I don't want to judge, but she definitely looked like it.
So she's not acceptable.
I mean, not right now.
I think you could have her switch to the other side.
I'm good. I don't need to try. She
No?
can switch there and prove it before. I'm good.
Damn, man. Corey's not willing to go through the fucking fire.
No, not right now. But the cherry on the top of my day, I'm like, man, I just want to go home, just watch some TV or maybe play some video games. Roommate calls.
Hell yeah.
Hey, just so you know, the internet's out. I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me.
Yeah.
This is all one day.
Yeah. Hell of a day at that.
Yeah. So go home, no internet. I'm like, that's great. Come to find out, the whole building we were in lost internet. Might have been my fault.
How so?
So when we moved down here, when I went to go put the power into our name,
Yeah.
it got messed up. So they were paying for our apartment, and we were paying for all the lights outside.
Okay.
Well, I got distracted when I went to go pay the bill, and I forgot to hit submit after I clicked pay,
Fucking dumbass.
and they shut the power off,
Fucking
and it shut the
dumbass.
cable off. And the internet.
Imagine the people who was like taking a shower, man, and they were putting shampoo in their hair. And then they open up their eyes and they see complete darkness. Yo, imagine you wash your hair and then you just open your eyes and you, the fuck? You think you fucked up? You think you're in hell or somewhere burning.
Well, fuck them. I don't care.
Now you got to send like cards, like greeting cards
Nah, I'm
to
good.
every one of the houses. Say, you know, my name
They don't even know it was my fault.
My name is Corey Susi. I reside in this apartment. If you have any questions, please come by and
Yeah. No, they don't. They don't need to know that.
maybe you need to make amends.
If
man.
anything, it's payback because all we hear all day is a dog barking and kids running around. So
I don't know, man. I think you need to apologize. I don't think what you did was like you wasn't being that big of a person. You got to go around. You got to let people know what you did.
no.
All right, fair enough. Karma comes back around.
Listen, all they need to know that it was Spectrum's fault.
Well, now they know you did it. Yeah. Yeah, now they know you did it, man. They're gonna follow.
So if you're watching this and you live where I live, I'm really not sorry.
That's so fucked up.
Mistakes were made. I don't care. Like, we all make mistakes.
Man.
It was out for a few hours. Like, not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, unless you were cooking something like.
No, it would have just been all the lights outside. So, like, in the hallways and stuff. And
so it wasn't in the actual apartment. Oh, okay. Then that's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, but I liked your story with the shower thing, so I just let it slide.
No, I was about to say, I was like, damn, you're not about to apologize to those people?
No.
I mean, the lights off, you're just living in the hood, so, and I'm pretty sure you used to live in the hood, so that works out. No,
I lived in the woods.
I thought you grew up in the hood.
No, since when?
You look like you're from the hood.
Okay, how?
You got the hat, you got the diesel arms, you got the chain around your neck.
Okay, the hat, that's a golf hat from a golf course. The diesel chain, chain with my dad's ashes in it across. Yeah, the diesel chain.
Yeah, man. And then look at you, man. You're so muscular. Like, I'm intimidated. I don't know if I can be over here.
Keep it that way.
All right. So let me talk about like oh wait, do you have more for the week?
No, sorry. Dude, that was just that. That was a crazy. That was one day.
No, it sounds like it was hell of a week, man. I mean, you dealt with a bunch of weirdos. You know, honestly, it wasn't that bad. You were attractive, so I guess people were attracted.
I think it was just a weird day. It's a weird enough day that you think that maybe I should just go home and lay in bed, and so that way the world doesn't attack me because something's going wrong here.
Yeah, I mean, it was a strange couple of coincidences all day. And
yeah, I mean, some of those things is like weird, but like the swastika, dude, like just running into that in like a neighborhood like that.
Nah, swastika, I would have told my soup, I would be like, hey man, I'm going home.
I mean, I'm good.
I'm gonna take the day off.
Yeah, I wasn't in fear. I mean, I'm good. But
I didn't know. I mean, I'm black in a neighborhood like that, and I see something like that on the door.
Yeah, you should probably run.
I should probably run. Thank you, man. That's good advice. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure that was like one hell of a day. I would think I would want to like sleep off at least.
Yeah,
especially if it was all in one day. But
yeah.
What I wanted to talk about, man, is homeless people.
All right.
Why are we helping people out? And I'm not talking about vets. I'm not talking about people who just can't work because of, their status. Like they can't work because they're disabled or something.
Yeah.
Why are we helping these people out?
Like you said, there's some people that deserve it, but
I don't think anybody does.
Man, I'll tell you. So when I worked, this was probably 4 or 5 years ago, I was working security at a Hannaford, which is like a local grocery store like we have here in North Carolina, like the Food Line, Lowe's, stuff like that.
Okay.
I was on strike at work because we had a union and we went on strike. So I was just doing that as a summer job. And this was during COVID when they shut down all the shelters. So the homeless people had nowhere to go. My whole shift was dealing with homeless people. I did not have one good encounter.
Okay.
I'll say that.
I mean, I don't think anybody does.
No.
Well, for the most part.
So I'm a pretty calm guy.
Okay.
I had one day, I had to go kick a guy off the property because he was drinking alcohol. He was drinking a Tall Boy Natty Daddy.
Yeah.
And I went over and I'm like, hey, man, I need you to leave the property. If you're going to be drinking, you got to go somewhere else. We just don't allow that on the property. He's like, what'd you say? And like, he got closer to me and I said it to him and he 3/4 full Natty Daddy, beginning of my shift, throws it at me and says, fuck you, dude.
Damn.
I just took a deep breath and said, yeah, you need to leave the property right now.
Yeah, that would have pissed me off.
He left and the supervisor at Hannaford was like, I'm surprised you didn't lose it. I'm like, what's the point? Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Then we had another guy that was stealing. So Hannaford has like this clink program where you get like special bags for bottles because in Maine you can return bottles for 5 cents a bottle. Mm-hmm. And you go and you put your sticker on it that has your code and you put it on the bag and you put it in this big like clink area. That way all the money will go onto an account for you. Well, a couple homeless guys broke in there and were putting their tags on everybody's bottles. They stole $800 worth of bottles.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All towards drugs.
So we had a really cool asset protection guy who He used to work at the jail there and did not give a fuck. He would say whatever he wanted to people.
Okay.
And earlier that day, he comes up to me. He goes, "Hey, come with me." I'm like, "Okay." And he brings the night manager, and he goes and kicks him off the property. He says some pretty awful things to this guy, and I was like, "Damn." The night manager was a younger guy, so he thought it was pretty cool. Guy comes back on the property, and I had to go kick him off because the asset protection guy was not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So he wants to be like that guy. So he starts talking crap. But the asset protection guy's a big dude, and people know him from the jail.
Like Hulk Hogan big? Or
No, he's just like a big dude. Like, like you wouldn't want to really mess with him.
All right.
The night manager, not so much.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there running his mouth to this homeless guy. And I'm like, dude, just leave the property. Go.
I'm trying to do you a favor.
Yeah, I'm like, just go. You don't want me to get the police involved. Let's just go. And then he says something to the night manager about beating him up. He's like, "You seriously going to threaten me? You see the size of my security guard?" And I'm like, fuck. And he takes a step towards me and he goes, "It's not how big they are, it's how hard they fall." And I'm like, "Dude, you might want to stop talking, just leave the property."
Yeah.
And I take a step towards him and he just backs up and walks away.
Were you intimidated at all?
No. I was like, I don't care, dude. Just leave. Like, I don't want to deal with this right now.
Yeah.
I even got in trouble there because we had one guy that he started walking towards a couple, like he was going to do something to him. So I put myself in between them and like, "You need to leave the property right now."
Yeah.
And my boss got mad at me. He's like, "You don't put yourself in that situation." I'm like, "Then what the fuck am I here for?"
Yeah.
I'm security. I'm supposed to help people.
Yeah.
He's like, "Don't put yourself in that situation." But I just haven't had good experiences. Working at that job, there was not one homeless person that I had a good experience with.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like, I've even seen my sister give somebody $1 because they were asking for money and they said, "That's it? You don't have any more?"
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
Maybe there's good people out there, but that are just need help. But I've had nothing but bad experiences with people.
It's like, it's sad because I don't want to have no hate for anybody, but like at least as far as the caliber of homeless people has like shifted over the years. And I don't know, it's they always want something else. It's, hey, do you have $1 to, do you have $3 to, do you have liquor? Do you have drugs? Do you have food? And it's like, bro, like, you don't need any of that.
Yeah.
Just get what you need to get on. Like, if you're going to be a bum, which you guys are probably living your best life because you guys don't got to work anyway. If you're going to be a bum, figure out how to get your shit the own way. Don't harass everybody else.
Yeah.
And then the only reason I say that is because I also got a story.
Oh, all right, let's go.
And I'm pretty sure you heard this one, but I'm going to tell it anyway. I was in Goldsboro. Let's just say this year. I don't want to limit to a specific day because I've only been out there 2 or 3 times. But I was in Goldsboro, and I had a guy that just like randomly approached me at a gas station. I think it was like Circle K's or something. And he was looking pretty clean. I didn't really notice like the type of brand he was wearing, but he was pretty clean. And he was like, "Hey man, can I get a ride?" And I'm like, my shit doesn't say Uber. Like, it's not a taxi. Like, my shit's not even yellow. Like, so I don't know what made him think that. But me being the nice guy that I am, I was like, sure. Now I know. Nobody's doing that.
No, that's where you fucked up right there. I would have said no.
Exactly. Nobody's doing that. No. But I'm just different.
Yeah.
So
you can say that again. You're definitely different.
I mean, you're not going to give him a ride?
No. I would have said, nope, sorry.
We're trying to be better for our kids, Corey.
I'll be great for my kids. I'm not going to start giving everybody a ride.
Yeah, I mean, you live and you learn. And I definitely learned.
That's how you get robbed, too.
Like I said, it wasn't like a scary guy. It was just, random. He was like smaller than me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let somebody like Terry Crews size like hop in my car and we can go somewhere. But yeah, he was a regular guy, I would say. So
you got a guest. We had a guest on last week. Oof.
Yeah.
You know how he looks. He doesn't look happy or anything like that.
Yeah.
He comes up to you and asks you for a ride. You don't know him. You're gonna give him a ride. He's a big dude. He's got a secret build.
Let me tell you this, right? If Oof came up to me and asked me for a ride, Ride, I'm saying hell no. And I'm saying that with him in the background right now,
Yeah.
so he can hear all this. He's gonna hear it on the podcast, obviously too. But I would say hell no. The only reason why is because people who don't know how Oof is, like Oof is mad like Diesel, like Oof is brolic. So why would I let somebody just as brolic or even more brolic than me hop in my whip, and then next thing you know, he's gonna fucking rob me? So that's just pointless. So Oof. You off camera? I'm talking to you. I'm looking at you right now, eye to eye. I'm not letting you in my shit. Also, happy birthday to him, man. He
Happy
just turned
birthday,
26. If you want to come on, you want to show your face or no? He said, "Fuck it, keep it rolling." All right, word. All right, but yeah. So back to my story. So offered me a ride. He was like, "Yeah, man. Just take me to the spot. I'll give you some money for it." And I'm like, "All right, word." He's like telling me it's up the street. To be honest, I'm not really looking for money if it's up the street. I'll go and drop you off just because I've been a person who's been without a car. Go, take him up the street. He's like, all right, word. This is like such and such cribs. I didn't hear who it was. He was like, this is such and such crib. So I'm like, all right, word. He's like, I'm about to come back out and then we could drop you off at my house. That's what I could have sworn he said. Meanwhile, he goes in there, he comes back out pretty fast. It wasn't no type of long shit, but pretty fast. 2 minutes later, pull up at this house. So I'm like, all right, word, all right, man. And he was like, yeah, man. He was like, just wait for me, and I'll come back with your money. He was like, this is my mom and dad's crib. I'm like, all right, word. So I'm like, I could get a couple money, get some like Sun Chips or something, get something to drink, like Sun Chips.
All right. That's weird.
But yeah, I was like, all right, yeah, I'll wait. So he goes in there, comes back out. My man's nodding. You know how, shit. You know how, you know how people are. So, yeah. So I see that, and I'm like, "What's up, bro?" And he's like, "Man," he was like, "My dad's tripping, man. He's not trying to give me like $10 to like pay you and stuff." I'm like, "It's good, bro. Like, you feel me? I'm not even tripping over money. Everybody who knows me knows that. I'm not tripping about that. Just keep it pushing. Do what you got to do." And my man was like, "Nah, we about to go get it." He was like, "Take me to this other spot." So, mind you, that was 2 trips. We went to like 3 other destinations at this point. I'm like, bro, where the fuck are you going? Like, bro, now I want fucking money. So he's like, I asked him, I'm like, where are we going, bro? He was like, nah, bro. He was like, trust me, this is the last spot right here. So I'm like, all right, word. Drop him off. My boy's like, yo, I love you. He was like, thank you so much, man. I was like, you don't need to love me. I'm glad you got home. Now get out. So he gets out. He was like, hey, man, I'm going to offer you. I'm going to send you the money. Don't worry. Everybody who knows me knows me. I'm going to send you the money. You don't have to trip about it. You don't have to worry about it. I'm going to get it to you. So I was like, all right, word. I take things with a grain of salt nowadays. Not as gullible as I used to. So I'm like, all right, word. I was like 4 days later, I hit him up. Just cuz. Like, hey, man, just checking in. Haven't got anything yet. He's like, don't worry, I got you, man. I got you. I was like, all right, word. Mind you, I texted it, so, like, he could have just not responded. I would have been cool with that, too. So now it's been, like, 5 weeks, and haven't heard back. He hit me up, like, actually, like, 2 weeks ago, randomly, and he was just like, hey, man, I got you locked in. I know who you are. Don't worry, I'll send it to you. I didn't even respond. At that point, bro, I'm just glad that he just came out of my shit. Yeah. Long story short, you learn what you get from like these type of people, dealing with these type of people, whether they're homeless or they just don't have a car or whatever. But I'm just kind of just like over that shit. I can't be nice to nobody no more.
You have your bike that day? Was he holding on to you while you're riding the bike?
Absolutely not.
Oh, he's sitting in front of you?
If I was on my bike, he would have been left a long time ago.
Nah, you would have given him a ride.
No,
hold on my waist. Just hold on tight.
No, I wouldn't.
I know this dude. He'd be like, yeah, just grab on.
Fuck out of here. You fucking lying. I wouldn't even do that shit. But nah, I would just tell him and be like, yeah, bro, I'm straight. I don't want it. No parts of you. Like, you feel me? And usually that's how I am, but you try to be sympathetic to people and they always rob you. So, hey, now I know to never do that shit.
I'm a nice person. Like, if I care about you, I'll do anything for you.
Yeah.
If I don't know you, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like,
You can't be like that, Corey.
Oh, I definitely can.
You got to be nice to everybody, man.
I'm nice. I give out the same energy you're gonna give me. But if you're gonna be asking me for stuff like that, I don't got time. Like I'm good.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, that's one thing I like about the work truck because I'm like, nah, sorry, can't give rides. I had a girl this week. I think she was like a high schooler. She had her backpack on, and I saw like down the road the bus, and she's sitting there trying to wave me down, like jumping up and down, and I'm like, for one, I can't give anybody a ride in the work truck, so that's a really great excuse.
Really great.
Two, I'm not about to catch some freaking charge because I'm going to give some high school girl a ride.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
You're going to stay there. You can go talk to your parents about you missing the bus.
Not Corey. Free Corey.
Yeah. And three, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, you are a child trying to stop a stranger to bring you to school.
Yeah.
Like, somebody messed up somewhere there because, like,
Can you imagine the parents, they watching you and they're feeling like you trying to lead them onto the car? Oh, man.
yeah, like,
That would suck.
if that was my kid, I'd smack the shit out of him. Be like,
Yeah.
you are not, like, what happened? Don't get in a stranger's vehicle. Like, don't get in the van. Don't accept the candy. Like, you don't fucking wave somebody down
Yeah.
and say, hey, I missed the school bus. Because, like, I don't know. That shocked me. I was like, I was on the phone with my mom. I'm like, I don't know if she was expecting me to stop to give her a ride to school, but hell no.
Yeah. I mean, she was definitely just trying to run away from, like, dealing with her parents. That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, but that's not the way to do it.
Obviously not. I mean,
Yeah.
but at that time, that's what you're thinking.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody gave her a ride. I'm hoping nobody did, but that's sketchy, man. That's just
Well, yeah. Because honestly, that's how Amber Alerts happen.
right.
And, like, when people show up on the milk cartons, wow, that was a trend at one point. But, yeah, like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's how
I give her a ride to school, all of a sudden I get an Amber Alert on my phone. It says like a USIC work truck just picked up some kid. I'm like, what?
Yo, imagine you was, like, working, like, 10 more minutes after you got that Amber Alert, and then you get, like, 5 patrol cars, and they're like, get the fuck out!
Oh, man.
Oh, man, Corey.
As soon as I would have gotten that alert, I would have stopped and pushed her out of the vehicle. Be like, you're on your own now. Like,
Yo,
I can't believe you.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah. I was like, that's not happening. But it's a great excuse. I love it.
Yeah, I hope that girl got home that day.
She's trying to go to school. Hopefully she just made it to school and home safely.
Yeah,
That's
a
just
fact.
crazy to me. But I got a question for you.
Put me on.
So I know you've done YouTube in the past. You dabbled a little bit in it. Would you, if you were to do it today, would you do anything different, or would you do different content, or what do you think you'd be doing?
If I was doing it today, I would. I definitely would be in a better mind state than when I was first doing it. I wasn't very smart, and at the time I was kind of dealing with my father and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really intellectual until like 22 years, I guess you would say. So I probably wouldn't have never done pranks. Maybe like some gaming videos, maybe like some like tutorials, like how people like walkthroughs. That's what
Yeah.
we call them. Like maybe some walkthroughs and stuff. Other than that, it's just podcasting. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
But yeah, what about you?
Yeah, man, I tell you, there's a couple things I've been watching lately. One is like I'd love to do golf on YouTube. I like to golf. It'd be fun just to be able to go out with the boys and record it because I got a friend back in Maine.
Mm-hmm.
When he's out there, we say some wild shit to each other. It's just I don't know what it is, but it's funny. But another thing I'd like to do is I watched somebody build like like in the woods. They build like a log cabin with wood or like logs they find out on their property, stuff like that, like an off-grid thing.
Mm-hmm.
I love watching videos of people building their own cabins and like out there hunting and fishing their own stuff. I'm like, I used to take carpentry in high school, and I really miss working on stuff like that. Like I love doing like woodworking and just building things and like being able to build something from the ground up. Like it's so cool to see the product at the end. Like my grandparents, my junior year, I made them a plaque with the lake they live on in Maine carved out on it. Mm-hmm. And my May loves loons, so I wood burned a loon into it. Mm-hmm. And like I gave that to them at their 50th wedding anniversary, and that was so cool to me to be able to give them something like that.
Please explain what a loon is, because I don't know what that is.
A loon?
Yeah.
It's like a bird that's in the water, and they eat fish. So a lot of times you'll see them go underneath the water, and they'll just disappear because they're going to get a fish. Mm-hmm. And they make cool noises. They're like black and white. And
A swan?
No, a loon.
I've never heard of that shit,
loon?
bro. Is it only exclusively in Maine?
I don't know. I thought that was a normal thing.
Nah, I've never seen a loon before. Like, or at least somebody telling me that, hey, this is a loon.
I'm gonna have to show you after, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we'll go capture some.
Yeah, because they live on a lake, so my MMA loves looking at the loons. So I wood burned it and I gave it to them, and they got it hanging at the camp. So every time I go there, I see it. My senior year, my grandfather really wanted a gun cabinet. So we were able to do a senior project, and we got a bunch of old scrap wood. So I just, out of the scrap wood, built him a gun cabinet. And every time I go there, I look at it, I'm like, it's so cool that I made that. And I miss doing stuff like that. So doing like a YouTube channel where you're able to like follow your progress and do the woodwork and like build your own log cabin in the woods, like that seems so cool to me.
Hey, man, I think you still could do it.
I don't know if I have the energy for it, but I'd love to try.
Hey, man, it would be nice. You could add something on. You'd be like, hey, come check out Corey's Wood Shop, where we work on wood and we grow woods specifically for you.
Yeah.
Pause.
Pause. Yeah. What? Anyways, there's a guy I've been watching. He does it in Canada.
Yeah.
And they've gotten like 18 feet of snow this year. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I would not do it in Canada. I wouldn't do it in North Carolina. I'd probably go back to Maine and do it.
Yeah,
I don't want to deal with the snakes down here.
of course.
Yeah. I can deal with a little bit of winter.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to Canada where they're getting 18 feet of snow. That's just ridiculous. Every episode I watch of him, it's snowing out. I'm like, why are you living there?
I think that would be awesome, man.
No, I don't want to freeze out there. He like takes a bath in the river there.
I just
in
like
the winter.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. Not me. Freaking, I just, I like the snow. And I guess it's going to be contradicted to what I said on a previous episode. But yeah, I like the snow. I like the idea. But yeah, maybe not. I just can't. I can't live with snow every day. Seeing that shit every day.
I'd like to get to like where I can vacation, go somewhere where there's snow and go snowmobiling, go ice fishing, do that stuff for like a week, get it out of my system and go back to the nice weather.
Yeah.
Because it's like, don't get me wrong, when it's snowing out, it's beautiful.
Beautiful.
But once it's done, it's like, all right, I'm over it.
I'm over it after 48 hours.
Yeah, like I'm good.
Yeah.
Especially when you were a kid, like I used to look all day, every day at the snow day calculator online because they have a snow day calculator.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, luckily they didn't do like, oh, you're no school today, but we'll just do it from like the laptops. We'll do a Zoom school. I'm like, no, if we didn't have school, we just didn't go.
Yeah.
So I'd take the snowmobile to the lake, go ice fishing.
Yeah. Awesome.
But like, yeah, but now they got to do that. I feel bad for kids nowadays, but
I don't think they.
Some places do.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think it's everywhere.
Not everywhere. I think that like, I think they did in North Carolina because we had a couple days where nobody was at school because of snow here, and I think they did stuff like that.
From what I know, they basically like replaced some of the teacher work days, and they just took them. They took them out, and then they put the kids at school because of the snow.
Yeah.
So it's a little different.
See,
everywhere.
we had like 15, 20 snow days one of my years in school, and
2013.
I think there was one later than that too.
Yeah.
And they were like talking about having us come in on a couple Saturdays, but they never did.
Whose idea was that?
I don't know.
Get rid of that governor.
Yeah. But they never did that, so.
Yeah, I'm glad they did it.
But yeah, I think that'd be cool to do like a YouTube channel like that, or like the golf thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's something interesting and fun. I'd want to do something that's fun, like I can keep track of my progress for personally, or be able to do something with my friends. I used to be really into like vlogging and like group videos, like the Sidemen.
Mm-hmm.
I like watching like a group that all their friends get together and just have a fun time doing stuff.
I think you should do a poll. I think you should do a poll for the channel and ask anybody who wants to see you go disc golfing or do carpentry. I think you should do a poll. Any of you guys who think that Corey should do it, give us a comment on any of the socials and let us know.
Yeah.
Because I would love to see that.
I think it'd be cool. I love watching those videos, so I think it'd be really cool doing it.
Yeah.
So.
I think that would be awesome.
Yeah.
On to our next topic, or one of our favorite topics. It's time to rate some songs.
I've been waiting for this one.
Oh, me too. Would you like to go first, sir?
Yeah. So you gave me King Von Crazy Story Part 3.
Crazy Story.
Yeah. I thought it was all right. I didn't like it as much as the one you gave me the week before. It wasn't terrible. I just couldn't really connect to it.
You couldn't relate to Crazy. You couldn't Crazy Vaughn. You couldn't relate to King Von.
No.
The legend.
And I think part of the problem is like I listened to it a little bit ago, and I tried re-listening to it before, and I just realized it said part 3, and I think I listened to the first one.
You listened to the first one?
Yeah.
You may have. I mean, either of them, they're kind of similar. I mean, what did you... So you just didn't like that you couldn't relate to it?
Yeah, it was like... I liked it. I liked the beat and stuff like that. I just couldn't relate to the lyrics, so it's not as like... Even... I liked the vibe of the other one you gave me better, but this one was still not bad. I just couldn't connect to it. Like, I'm not going to give it anything crazy, like, low. I would say, like, maybe, like, 6.5 for me. 6.57. Like, it was good. It just wasn't
It's
me.
a 10.
Okay. For you.
It's a 10. Crazy Story Part 3. You're going to get shitted on in the comments.
That's fine.
I hope you do. And I'm with you guys.
I get shit on every week in the comments. It's all right. Bring it. I got thick skin.
Which we're about to get into in a little bit. But
yeah.
I think you're going to get shit. I hope. Because everybody who knows me is going to say, I'm biased. I'm not biased. They just put out good fucking content. So at the end of the day, their music is really fucking good. I love the stories.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's very good at like portraying a flow. And like I told you on a other podcast, anybody who can create a story and still rap and have the lyrics like the lyricist that King Von was, is great. And I think if he was here today, he'd probably be in jail. But he would be A-list rapper, man. So he wasn't out too long. He's dead and shit now, but yeah, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, I just found that out. I was on Facebook before we started this, and they were comparing like Eminem to him. They compared like one of Eminem's worst songs.
No, that's disrespectful.
To him.
That's disrespectful.
Eminem's way better. Yeah, you're right.
I can't believe you just said that.
Eminem's way better. You kidding me? Eminem's like easily top 3. I would say he's number 1.
Yo, that's wild.
How's that wild?
I don't think you just said something crazy. Eminem is not better than King Von. Eminem had some great music. I'm not gonna say he's not nice. He's a legend. But as far as like King Von, but the thing is, it's hard to relate them both because King Von only had like maybe a couple of albums before he passed away. Eminem has like several. So it's not comparable. But I don't think that King Von is worse than Eminem. I can't say that. I don't think anybody agrees with you.
I think a lot of people agree with me.
You have the most shittiest rates. I think that's crazy.
No, I think a lot of people agree with me. A lot of people, Eminem's their top 1.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Question to ask yourselves, and we're gonna put it out. We're gonna put it in the description. Is Eminem better than King Von? We'll just leave it at that. But I got NF The Search.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. What did you rate? So what did you rate it? 6.5 or 7?
I'll say 7 because I think the one that I listened to, the part 3, was better than the first one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say 7.
Part 3 is better than the first.
Yeah.
Okay. So The Search, NF. I'm not gonna lie. I will never look up that song again. I think it was a 2.
No, you're fucking bullshitting right now.
I think it was a 2, man.
There's something wrong with you.
I listened to it twice. I couldn't grasp anything from it. It wasn't like anything.
Maybe it's because all his albums are telling a story, and like you haven't heard him from the beginning because there's a whole story to it.
Well, that's a hell of a way for you to bring it in, Corey. Because from me,
that's one of his best songs. Like when people say like they know him, that's like the song that people mention is The Search.
I will argue with anybody in saying just listening to The Search.
You just don't like real lyrics. You just
what
like
are
bullshit.
You talking about?
You just like
Eminem
bullshit.
I like. Eminem has real lyrics.
No, you just shit on him.
I didn't shit on him. You said Eminem is better than King Von.
For sure.
Who is going to say Eminem is better than King Von?
A lot of people.
No. Anybody who's intelligent is not going to say that.
No, not so wrong.
It's not wrong. That's a crazy statement. Now NF, I'm not even shitting on NF, but I'm saying the way. Notice what I said. The way you brought him on, like to me, pause, is just horrible. The Search. Not a song I would.
That is more disrespectful than me saying that Drake's album was a 4. That is way more
All right,
disrespectful.
let me tell you guys this. Corey has played a song for me from NF before. I'm not, like I said, from what he did, it made it sound shitty. But he gave me a song before, and I was like, yo, Corey, this is hard. This is it. But Search Again?
No.
That's garbage.
You're crazy.
I'm not. I'm perfectly sane.
You're crazy.
Especially now.
No, I was so excited. I thought you were, no, that pissed me off.
I'm sorry, man, but it was just not good. And you know I got to keep it 100.
That's how I know that
B.
when you sit there and you're like, Drake's album was good. Oh, King Von's better. You're just not right. Right there.
Did you start drinking before this pod?
I don't drink.
You did something.
No. No. I'm curious what people are going to say, but.
I'm curious too because I think that was the most crazy. Whatever, you know, whatever. We're even late into the show, but I don't know. Nobody's gonna say that. Anybody who says that Eminem is better than King Von is like a cancer. Like, and when I mean cancer, I'm not talking about a zodiac. I mean like you guys are just like a disease. Like,
no,
you guys just mutate and shit. That was whatever.
No. I never even heard of him before you gave that to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I said, your music is bad.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's
okay.
great.
It's okay. We all have something. That's it for you. But the other song we got was from, who did we get it from? We got it from a comment. Do you remember the commenter's name?
Yeah, my buddy Ross.
Ross, you're awesome, man. Thank you for leaving a comment. We listened to your song, D12, Fight Music.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about it. I'll let you go first.
So I've definitely heard it before, but I forgot about it.
Okay.
I like it. I feel like there was something just a little off about it, like whether it was the beat or whatnot. But like when I listen to it, I'm like, it gets me pumped up. Like it makes me think like, oh, like if I was playing football or something in high school, and like I'm listening to it before a game, it'd get me pumped up.
Yeah.
But I feel like there was something like a little off about it that would have been like, this is my go-to song to pump me up.
Okay.
But there was something a little bit off.
But you don't know what it is?
I can't remember if it was the beat or what it was, but it was something just a little off. I can't remember. So I wouldn't go crazy. I'd be like 7.5 for me.
What is this? Is this like a band? Is this a group of people? Or is
D12 used to be a group of people, and Eminem was like a part of it.
Okay, because I was listening to it, and I was like, I could have swore this sounds like Eminem.
Yeah.
And I honestly thought it was pretty good. 8.
8?
Yeah. Not like The Search, but...
Oh, my word. If you haven't listened to The Search, go listen to it and tell me who's right and wrong.
Bruh, honestly, I thought the J. Cole song was like better than that. The one that you gave me 2 weeks ago, I thought that was way better than what
I don't know if I can do this with you anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like, we're from two different worlds,
I guess.
Obviously, but I think that's just disturbing what you got for us. The Search, never searching for that again.
That's crazy.
Never searching for that again.
So good.
I hope whatever you have for the next week is going to be better. Because, what's his name? Ross? Ross? You need to hop on the pod to replace this guy.
No.
Because your music is way better than his music sets. It's horrible. Corey's music sets is horrible. But yeah. But D12, hey, it was pretty good. I liked it. And then I heard Eminem on it. I think it was decent. I think it should have kept going, to be honest, as far as like a group. Is it ended or what?
Yeah, I think they're done.
Yeah, that sucks. But it was pretty good. I liked it. But yeah, I think that was top notch.
Man.
So with that being said, I think we're going to wrap it up here, Corey.
All right.
Well, we're going to sit here and wrap it up, guys. We're going to say thank you guys for watching us and checking our video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Corey, you got any words?
No, I appreciate all the love and support so far that we're getting. I get a lot of people messaging me privately telling me how much they love the podcast. So I really appreciate hearing from everybody. And it's just really, this is a lot of fun and I'm enjoying it. So keep sending the love and stuff.
Yeah, guys. And this isn't a show that's not going to go away. So we're going to
Unless he keeps talking crap like that about NF and Eminem.
Yeah, then NF is going to have to come out here and I'm going to explain to him. He's got to explain to me why the fuck he put that on the air, because that was dog shit. That was dog shit. But yeah, guys, like I said, we got about 1,400 as of Sunday. We got a good amount of views, guys. Get our views up. We're trying to relate more to our fans and stuff like that. So if you guys have anything, send us in the comments or not. Instagram, on YouTube. It don't have to be just on the page. It could be whatever. We're here for you guys, and for ourselves. So with that being said, you don't got anything else, right, Corey?
Nope.
Yeah, guys. So we're gonna end the show. Laughing through logic. We'll see you guys on the next one.
See you next time.
Later.